Hello, my name is Katrina, and today I'm going to talk with Mariia Tyshchenko, the head of Ukrainian non-governmental organization Poruch, mentor of Swedish-Ukrainian Cooperation Program by Swedish International Center for Local Democracy, honorary doctorate, and active partner of Malmö University. Now you're going to hear not only about her professional but also personal life, as well as her thoughts and recommendations.
I'm leading NGO Poruch. This is non-governmental organization. We are present in all stages of the war, in actually active phase, in emergency, stabilization, and in development, because we are all Ukrainian organizations. So we have our representatives in different regions. We are doing research in each sphere, and when we find gaps, we complete these gaps with our decisions, how we can solve this problem, what we can do. So it's active participatory research. I'm mentor of Swedish-Ukrainian communities. So I'm mentor of Vasteros, Shatsk, Umeå, and Kherson, and also Pitea, Lutsk. I have cooperation with different municipalities, including Gotland and Berislav. I'm honorary doctor of Malmö University. We have several projects with Malmö University, my NGO, non-governmental organization, all Ukrainian organization. One project is Points of Invincibility for Multi-Level Adaptation. And this project we implement together with Malmö University and Crisis Research Center from Estonia. And it's very important research, how to create points of invincibility and how to develop readiness and resilience. Another project with Malmö University is Builds Up. It's about functional design, because we already think what we will do after the war finish, and we would like to develop our communities with functional design, accessible and including needs of people with disabilities. Malmö University cooperate with Malmö FIFs, which is parasport organization. Our organization Poruch cooperate with this organization a long time. And this year we had participants from Ukraine in Malmö Open with 3 children with disabilities who play boccia. Recently, Malmö FIFs sent 22 wheelchairs to Ukraine, so we spread it for people with disabilities, and especially people who would like to have active life. So it's active wheelchairs. We volunteer in Malmö Open during a long time, and I was very impressed about organization, about integration of people with disabilities to society. These last years, when I took part in the Malmö Open, I saw this competition, boccia competition, and its influence so much. I thought I would like to have it, and FIFs gave us boccia. And also when we volunteer with my son in Malmö Open, my son was selling pins with a bridge, because it was symbol of Malmö Open, bridge which connected Malmö and Denmark. And volunteers who stand with him, they were also actually representatives of that company who built this bridge. And they bought all pins, and they gave us a donation to Ukraine. But we decided not to take money, but to take boccia instead. And how this boccia appear in Ukraine. So we shared it in our schools and started to prepare teams. And after several years, step by step, we prepared a lot of teams, because we creating in Ukraine schools of peace. And among these schools, we shared boccia, and we prepared these children. And this year, it was amazing time, because children with disabilities and children normotypical, they played together. And this example how we do social cohesion in our society. War started in 2014, and since the time when I worked in Donetsk and Lugansk region, my team, we saw if children appear in groups with whom we worked in Donbass, they changed atmosphere, they changed dynamic of group. At the same time, children face with violence because in the war it's everywhere, and it's difficult for children to live their life, and they use instrument of violence as method of communication. And that time appears this idea how to create such schools where we can teach children how to stay on the position of human rights and how to prevent bullying and violence. And we created such spaces where children can come, can work and receive trainings about anti-bullying, what it is, how to prevent violence. And separately we teach teachers and how to work with mobbing, what is mobbing. And we organize camps, summer camps, winter camps for children where they meet with teachers and we work together how to actually live in peaceful society. We have not only Irish volunteer, we have right now 17 volunteers from Sweden, mostly from Malmö. Wow. And they work in our schools, they work with children, and they have classes. And these classes about culture, mental health, sport, and especially it's interesting for children to know experience of people who work with them. Mostly this is architects, teachers, can be different people, but they work with our children online. And yes, we have Irish volunteer who came for 1 month in our schools. This is great support to our children because they open new words, new world, and they open, for themselves another cultures. They ask so many questions during these visits. But most important that foreign people come to Ukraine, and our children feel this support, that we are not alone in this situation when we have war. It's very important nowadays to have friends abroad, to have friends in different countries, because it doesn't matter who you are in your country, but it's influence to public opinion, and this is important for us to be heard in the world. Because the level of search information about Ukraine decrease and people are tired about news, but at the same time we are still developing, we are still fighting, we are still living. I was a student of university, and in university we often visited orphan houses where we worked with children. And this was the start, but then I organized a local organization. It was very small organization for 3 people, and we mostly did social events. It was sport, culture events, but very big events. And then in 2011, we organized already all Ukrainian organization. So it was like evaluation from small organization to all Ukrainian organization. I graduate economics, but also municipal administration, municipal and government administration at the same time. I defended dissertation in political science, and I don't think right now you have to be strict only in one direction. Nowadays you have to have competences in so many spheres. Yes, I continue education in different programs abroad, and it was short-term programs, but in different topics, because nowadays I think you should have very broad view to have critical thinking and to understand how to analyze the situation. In 2015, I was a participant of Summer Academy for Professional Development. And this program influenced so much to me and to my personal life, to my professional life. And since that time, I have strong cooperation with teachers of this university, and these teachers become my colleagues. So they visited Ukraine, and they helped to develop different directions of work. So my connection with Sweden is really strong. I was born in Kherson region, in front of Old Swedish Village. And this village is included in municipality, which I'm mentoring. So I have big plans about recovery projects in the future. Yes, it's a very interesting story because in I think 2008, King of Sweden visited this village, and citizens of this village come from Gotland in Russian Empire times. They were replaced there, and they so appreciate it. And during occupation, they hide this flag. And now, when they are elaborated, they did picture with this flag. It's destroyed, and this is Russians who attack civilians. Even in occupation, they just shoot to the city, and they do disinformation about attacks that happen from Ukrainian side. It's lying, and yes, my city under occupation, but I hope it will be liberated very soon. And after explosion by Russians of Kakhovka dump, it was big flood, and our team actually work in the south of Ukraine, in Kherson region. And it's difficult ecological situation, it's difficult situation with human resources. But we still continue going on. We have people in frontline who are working each day with high risks, with drone attacks to each member. But we continue. I'm tired about alarms, attacks, but I'm still waiting, and not only waiting, but doing all possible and impossible to return my city, to return Crimea, to return Donetsk, to return Donbass, all Donbass. I don't feel depressed. I feel that I'm strong enough to return all our territories. So it's like you work with one problem, it be a new problem, it's challenge just all time. I can tell the most biggest problem because it's in all spheres, but we fix it even working in Ministry of Energy when critical object of infrastructure under attack each day. We are doing our best. They are working with children. We try if donors can help, we helping ourselves. So we are looking for solutions. It's not only to having this problem. It's challenge which give us opportunity to solve these problems, challenges. So and it's interesting life. It's not boring. It's very dynamic. Need a lot of energy, but I do sport to keep myself in good shape. We continue work with mental health. So everything is going on, and even in the war, we have our cultural life. We visited theaters, and this gives actually strong energy, what we are fighting for. I work with people, and people who are around motivate me, and yes, and sometimes when I'm tired, but I look to these people and they look at me. So it's you just look at that they have hope, they know that what we need, so let's continue. So it's teamwork. it's teamwork, and it's important that when we see eyes of our children happy, I think it's also very important and give big energy. Of course, you can be a volunteer, you can work with our children, but also if you do research, it can be connected to our projects, and you can receive or use our base for doing research. And of course, it's a huge experience which will be needed in the future. It's very important for young people, for students to come to Ukraine, to experience what is Ukraine, because nowadays in this battlefield decided the future of Europe, and to be in the center of all events, and all events are happening in Ukraine right now, and the future of Europe is in Ukraine. And I think it's very important to be connected to Ukraine. It's very important to receive this experience. I think motivation should be from inside, or you are a player or you are not influenced to the situation. And I think you have chance to influence global situation. Working with Ukraine, it's a big privilege right now, and because it's actually a future of all of us. And working for the future, I think it's a big privilege, and it's unique experience which you will never get in another countries.